The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy. In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Hey, don't touch that! Open Windows! I can't even right now. Ahem!
Jasmine. A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
Songbird doesn't seem too upset about her husband.
And why would she be? The glorious Master Graham has returned to us.
Sounds like my wife didn't miss me all that much.
I'm confident Madame Songbird's affection was simply kept hidden, on the inside.
My wife mentioned I had a contact. Any idea who that could be?
Perhaps you might ask her, sir. I fear I am not able to elaborate any further.
What's this about a celebration tonight?
The Aspiration Day Gala. Madame Songbird is so looking forward to it. It has populated approximately 83% of our conversations. In fact, any time someone spoke of it, your heart rate would elevate and you would perspire, sir. Heavily.
Is that why Graham left?
Is Sir referring to himself? Or a friend, also named Graham?
Do I have any friends?
None, sir.
I'd like to hear more about Songbird.
May I suggest that, sir, or perhaps check her social media presence? That's how Madam has traditionally spoken to you.
Have us...
Serving you, sir.
A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries. A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table. Or at least that's what I had heard. Songbird, I'm sorry.
For what?
That I pretended to be your husband.
Listen, you did a better job pretending than he ever did.
What do you mean?
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kitties. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked. Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Graham was a conspiracy theorist?
Always was. But before he went missing, he really changed. He became secretive. He used to close the terminal whenever I came into the room.
That's not that strange.
And he started spending a lot of time in the bathroom. And then he just disappeared.
Okay, that's the weird bit. Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
What's a mama bear track?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Mind if I have a look at the...
Go ahead. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Can I ask you about...
I'd rather you didn't.
What does Bartleby...
Bartleby is a bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
Did Leet believe in Graham's conspiracies?
Believe? Pretty sure he's where Graham got him from. Bad influence all round.
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is... bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
What's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe he's a high-ranking official. And we've just lied straight to his face.
Quite the team.
If he knew what's really going on, I dread to think how far my...
And what about me?
Arrested, deported, I don't know, but not important.
How can I raise my...
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get...
Well, like I said, be
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
You think I'm not sad on the inside?
But...
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already...
Mind if I have...
Go ahead. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
So Graham was... A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
I will not have any industrial runoff coming into my house, thank you very much.
If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box. Hello, Chipworth.
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to do...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
The mentor, Alonzo, seemed to be arguing with someone. The plants needed watering, badly. Here you go. There was something taped to the air conditioner. Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface, but that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph, a picture of a stalker, a child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it. Hi.
Mama Bear, are you looking for one of my children?
Don't. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. It looked like... The device was on, but the screen was still blank and broken. Hi,
Mama, are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking...
Don't worry.
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594, find the tracker, find Leet.
Ahem!
Excuse me,
Hello, husband?
any idea where the area code E1594 refers to?
E1594? What would I know about an old area code?
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
You sure you don't know where to find...
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Can I open the...
I'd rather you...
Why not?
See those
Yes?
That's not...
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah.
Excuse me, please.
Excuse me.
Hello, Master Graham.
Do you know what...
It's a city area code.
Which part...
Sir is confusing me with an android that gets out and about.
You make it sound like you're a...
Sir's words, not mine.
Chipworth knew very little about the geography of the city. I'd need to find a map if I was to make head... Do I know someone called Leet?
I can neither...
Why's that?
When Sir was shorter and stouter, it was made very clear that I was...
Okay... Do you know if I know someone called Leet?
Excellent loophole, sir. Yes, I do know with absolute certainty whether Sir knows someone called Leet.
That's good enough for me. Have a soup...
Serving.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks. The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey. Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnippel, Esquire, sends his regards.
How not?
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnippel is of course Sir's human neighbour. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagine.
See you later.
Will I?
Huh?
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think...
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. A